Welcome back to Good Morning Football. Now, we learned yesterday that the Madden cover will feature two athletes on the cover this year. And who are those athletes? Yeah, we saw it yesterday. Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. Just for the second time ever, you have two guys on the cover of Madden. So they will be headlining Madden 22 in today's Bro Lesson. I'm going to do things a little bit differently and show you why Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes are ideal video game quarterbacks. They are absolute cheat codes, guys. Yes, of course, we know that Patrick Mahomes is a young superstar that might be the future of the league, but we know that right now, Tom Brady is the present. Okay, now let's break this on down. Patrick Mahomes, we remember this. Chiefs down 10, fourth quarter, 7 minutes to go, 3rd and 15, Super Bowl 54. Let's run Wasp. Okay, Patrick Mahomes is dropping back 14 yards, buying himself some space. And you have some dogs trying to get after him, but they're only rushing 4. So if they're rushing 4, then there's 8 guys in the coverage, and the speedy Tyreek Hill gets to a place on the field, and then he drops in a dime. Excuse me, if they're rushing 4, you have 7 guys in coverage. 7 guys in coverage, but still, Tyreek Hill gets to a spot, and he drops it in the bucket. That right there is old school football. You remember being a quarterback in Madden, you're just backing up, and then you throw it to a spot. Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, they actually are cheat codes. All right, let's move it along to Tom Brady. You remember playing Madden and you hit that button and you're like, where did that ball just go? I swore that I dropped back, I pointed the controller where it needed to be, the directional pad was facing my receiver, and it doesn't get there. No. When you pick Tom Brady this year, it doesn't matter if he has somebody in his face and he takes a shot at this age. Watch this throw and watch this catch. Change the angle. You want to talk about perfect defense? The DB literally has his hand inside the chest of Mike Evans. But still, the ball perfectly placed, low and away from the DB. Okay, let's keep this thing going. I remember being at this game and thinking to myself, all right, guys, this is what you need to do. Rush a few guys, drop everybody. You rush 3, you drop 8, you put a spy there. The spy guy is going to make sure that Patrick Mahomes stays in the pocket. And if he stays in the pocket, you guys are going to leave halftime with the lead, and you'll be perfectly fine. Tennessee Titans, find yourself in a Super Bowl. No. Patrick Mahomes, he had a different idea how this was going to turn out. He gave a little hesitation to the linebacker who was spying him the entire time. Tiptoes the sideline, walks the line like Johnny Cash, and then keeps his eye on the end zone. And no, he's not going out of bounds. This is a big body quarterback. I'm talking about 6'4", about 235, 240. Oh yeah, he's been eating his rice and beans, and he took it in for the touchdown, even though there were a few guys trying to tackle him. All right, let's keep this thing going though. Tom Brady, you want to talk about anticipation? This could be one of the greatest passes that you might not know about. Check out the anticipation. The anticipation. All right, you remember that cone that Madden once had in the video game? Now, Madden, you know I love you, but that cone was the most difficult thing ever.
Good call, Dave.
I did not know what was going on. I was like, yo, listen, Madden, I feel you, but this is just a little bit too much. You have
QB vision.
Rob Gronkowski hasn't even turned around yet. Yeah, QB vision, exactly. Watch this. I'll show you when Tom Brady threw the ball. He threw the ball right now. Before Rob Gronkowski made that move, that was a corner route. That wasn't a corner and up. He knew that there's a space to the left of me. I'm going to run this corner. Tom Brady's not throwing it. Once I turn around, the ball should be in the air. That's why they make such a good combination. That duo is special. But speaking of duo, that's the reason why you have Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes on the cover of Madden. It's one thing to say that Patrick Mahomes is a cheat code and be playing with your buddy and say, hey, bro, you can't use the Chiefs. I mean, come on, Patrick Mahomes, that's a cheat code. But when is the last time you ever played a video game and a guy that's damn near 45 years old is a cheat code? It's Tom Brady. He's accomplished a ton of things. MVP, Super Bowl champion, the greatest quarterback to ever play the game. But in this young generation of people that love video games, this might be one of his greatest accomplishments. And Peter, Kyle, you guys who love video games and love Madden, I know you know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. I think it's so cool that they're both on there. I just would say, why do we need Mahomes? Brady won the MVP of the Super Bowl. Brady threw those touchdown passes. Brady thwarted Mahomes. Nate, can't we just have Tom Brady? Do we need Mahomes on the cover? I mean, he was the Super Bowl runner-up last year.
Yeah, yesterday, Peter, when we released the actual photo of that cover, that's the first thing you said. You were like, yo, like, I get it. It's cool. 2 quarterbacks. They're both in the Super Bowl. But Tom Brady's the one that got the Lombardi. I hear you on that a little bit. But at the same time, I feel like they want to show Patrick Mahomes love because he did go to back-to-back Super Bowls.
I got to wonder, Nate, you know, the guy I wished was on the cover, if you're thinking about actually playing with these teams, where's Devin White? Devin White would be the most incredible player in this whole game if the Chiefs played the Bucs. Listen, it's understated. You play Madden, half the time you have the control in your hand, you're playing defense. And you know that the guy to go to is the middle linebacker. It's a lot of Urlacher with the Bears. Peter mentioned the Vic version yesterday. It was a lot of Keith Brookian. I got to tell you played for Vic, you stay for Brookian. I think Devin White might be the best player on the Bucs. I think he might be the best player in that Madden game, too.
Kyle, you're sitting there. Hold on. With your boys on offense. Hold on. Let me get my guy.
Hey, don't snap it. Don't snap it. Let me get my guy.
Don't snap.
Don't step it. You
He
go
snaps it all the
right
time.
to the middle linebacker. You move him everywhere. He's playing DN. You move him back playing safety. But you're right, you know what, Kyle, as much as I appreciate everything, as much as I appreciate Patrick Mahomes, it would have been dope to see Tom Brady and Devin White, 2 teammates, 2 dominant guys, one on each side of the ball. That's a great idea, KB.